Grand evening. Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the nomadic astrologer. My website is readings by leonardtmunson.net. The weekly overview: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, your solar sun is in the 12th house. The 12th house is the oldest part of the zodiac, where the first house is the youngest part of the zodiac. So the 12th house represents Pisces. Its ruling planet is Neptune. It represents letting go, cutting losses, and releasing. Releasing anything emotionally that's holding you back. Okay? It represents trusting your intuition, psychic ability, illusion, fantasy, and it also represents secret enemies. And the ruling planet of the 12th house is Neptune. Neptune is now in Aries. Okay? Neptune is the planet of illusion, fantasy, imagination, fear, doubt, anxiety. And it also deals with deception, lies, brain fog. You're seeing things clearly now. Okay? Anything that has to do with your emotions that's been hidden or been on the surface areas is being released. And now there's your feelings need to communicate. So your feelings are communicating with you what you need to do in any emotional situation. Okay? Now, Mercury is in Pisces retrograding. When a planet is retrograding, it's moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct. So there is some communication here with your emotions and what you feel that's true and what you feel that is imaginary. Okay? And it's also bringing out a lot of secret enemies. Okay? All right. Now we have Mars and Aquarius. So we're using our passion and our energy to release things that's been bothering us. So that can bring some form of releasing of any negative emotion that you've been holding on. So it's a time to release it. And Jupiter in Cancer, it's also retrograding. And that means you're releasing anything that's associated with your roots, your foundation, your home, your family, your security, and women in your life that you need to release at this time. Now, Saturn is in Aries. You need to discipline yourself. You need to set a stage, some kind of way to strategize what you want and move forward, okay? It's time for movement. You got to stop playing it small, all right? Uranus is in Taurus, and that smallness has to do with love, finances, work, possessions, and beauty and luxury. Okay? So you need to have a movement, what's going on in there. And whatever emotional blockage that you've been having in these areas, you need to release it. Then we have Pluto in Aquarius. So a lot of these things emotionally has been bothering you. And they're coming to the head now. Okay? You need to address it. You can't hide it. You can't wish it away. And it's going to bring you freedom and independence. Then we have living in Sagittarius. You want to get out of this box that society has put you in Aries. You want to have the freedom to move and be adventurous. So you're making a decision whether to stay in this box what society has created for you or break loose from it. And then we have particularly with shared resources or anything to do with traveling and education. Chiron and Aries, we're not playing the victim anymore. That's simple as that. We're not playing the victim. And the North Node in Pisces, these are the lessons that you need to learn how to release things out of your life. The second one is Leo. Leo, your solar sun is in the 8th house. 8th house is Scorpio, death, resurrection, rising from the ashes. It also represents abundant prosperity, infinity, strength, success, intimacy, shared resources, death, and resurrection. rising from the ashes. A major transformation is going on with you, Leo, emotionally. Because Scorpio is a water sign, and its ruling planet is Mars and Pluto. Now the sun is in Pisces. So again, that's a water sign too. So you trust your intuition. Trust how you feel about people, places, and situations. Okay? And use your energy to move obstacles out of your path, because Mars is also the ruling planet of Scorpio, and this will break things down what it needs to be, and there's going to be sudden changes and freedom and independence. Now, the sun is in Pisces. Again, trust your intuition. Begin to distinguish what is fantasy and what is real, what is imagination, and what is not, okay? Also, there's going to be exposing some secret enemies that's been hidden coming into being. And these secret enemies have something to do with emotional issues that you might have. The moon, Gemini, communication. So your spiritual team is communicating with you who are the enemies and who are not. Now we have Mercury in Pisces retrograding. When a planet is retrograding, it's moving backwards. Reviewing when it's going direct. So you're reviewing all this stuff at this time. And we have Venus in Pisces. So you're reviewing anything that has to do with love, finances, work, possession, beauty, and luxury. Okay? And then we have Jupiter in Cancer retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's moving backwards. So there's some more review and issues of your foundation, your roots, your home, your family, and security. Movement. You've got to get stuff moving. You've got to have a strategy. You can't just make these quick decisions anymore. There must be a strategy happening here at this time. Again, things are happening very quickly, and changes, and hitting enemies. And then again, it was your Uranus and Taurus. It's about love, money, work, and possession, and beauty and luxury. Neptune and Pisces, get out of that illusion, that fantasy. Get out of the brain fog. See these situations as they are and act accordingly to them. And if you do with Pluto and Aquarius, this has been bobbing beneath the surface. It's coming to the surface. It's going to be change coming on, okay? And get out of that box that society had put you in. You're stagnating. You want to be free with Lilith and Sagittarius. And Chiron and Aries, stop being the victim, be the survivor, and move forward. And these are the lessons you need to learn with the North Node in Pisces. Okay, now the next one is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your solar sun, it's in the 4th house. So the 4th house is Cancer. It deals with, again, your roots, your family, your home, your security, and women in your life. And the ruling plane of the 4th house, Sagittarius, is the moon. So there could be a change of movement, a change of living situation. Something emotionally comes up in a relationship, on a job, or something in that area that's going to cause you to break away. And the sun in Pisces deals, trust your intuition, trust how you've been feeling, and also get out of the illusion and the fantasies of these situations. See the reality of it, okay? Then, and communicate what you're feeling. Tell yourself what you want. Tell yourself what you don't want, Sag, and that communication will give freedom to the situation that you're in. Mercury is retrograding in Pisces. Again, your spiritual team and your psychic ability is pushing you to face the reality, okay? You have tried, and now it's time to release it. And retrograde, that means moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct. Then we have Venus in Pisces. So there's some secret enemies connected with issues of love, money, work, possession, beauty, and luxury. When Mars in Aquarius, you need to take this energy to move these obstacles out of your way to bring freedom and independence, okay? Jupiter in Cancer retrograding, that deals with, again, your home, your family, your security, okay, your roots and your foundation. So all this is coming up in review. Saturn and Aries, it's time to stop playing small and move big. It's time to get a strategy and not no quick decision if you're going to move from a relationship to another one, if this is dealing with emotional issues. Again, things happen quickly in areas of the love and all that stuff, And hey, get out of that illusion, that fantasy, head in the cloud. Let's move forward, okay? Pluto in Aquarius, it's going to bring you freedom and independence, but you got to make a decision. Are you going to stay in this emotional relationship and see all these secret enemies around you? Livers in Sagittarius, I'm coming out of that box. That freedom I need. Chiron in Aries, being